Hi, welcome to this month's episode of The Page Turner. I'm Will Adamczyk, your library director. I'm really happy to introduce this month's episode. We have a lot going on at the library, and looking at our calendar of events, it made me go back and look to see how busy we've really been. So I looked back at how far we are through the fiscal year, so the first 8 months from last July through this February, and I wanted to look at the programming numbers and our attendance figures. And if not surprising, it was pretty exciting to look at. Just looking at overall attendees at our library programs, we had over 10,000 people through the first 8 months of our fiscal year. That's a 45% increase over last year. That's 3,200 people that came this year that didn't come last year. And that's great. We're offering more programs. We still have a combination of in-person versus hybrid solutions. I think it shows that people are back in bigger numbers, and we're really excited about that. And we're trying to meet that demand for programming. Looking even deeper, we've had over 7,400 people attend children's programs in the last 8 months. These are programs for children of all different ages, for families, and it is just amazing that many people are joining us at the library on a very regular basis, and we're really happy to be able to offer that service. So this is a brief intro of the Page Turner today. I really just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's able to come to those programs. I know some of them might have wait lists still, and we're working on expanding our offerings, trying to figure out ways to put extra sessions in there when we can. Libraries aren't just about books anymore. We're not just bricks and mortar. We are a place, as a community hub, we're a place where people can come study, but we're at a place where people can come to programs where they can have fun, where they can learn, participate, and see their neighbors. And we're happy to say that we have that many more people this year than we did last year, and we hope those numbers keep growing and that you keep coming to the library. And I'm sure you'll learn about some of the programs that are going to be going on in the next month. So sit back and enjoy the rest of the episode. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Jean here to tell you about some fun and educational programming for adults and families that the MPL is offering during April. The first one is an all-ages live animal program happening on Saturday 4/1 starting at 2 p.m. called Animals in Spring. Naturalist Joy Marzoff will come in person to bring with her an array of her own animals, including reptiles and more. Spring is a time of change, and some animals are emerging from hibernation while some have been active all winter. Others might be singing or even look like they are dancing to show off. You will be able to touch and pat some of these special guests. Each person needs to register individually in advance to attend, as space is limited. This is a great program for seniors, parents, and kids alike, and we hope you might join us. Go to www.miltonlibrary.org to sign up. Next, on Tuesday 4/4 at 7 p.m., historian Bob Began will be back here with me to give an in-person talk called Gertrude Bell, Writer, Traveler, Archaeologist, Explorer. March was Women's History Month, and although this talk is scheduled for April, we encourage you to come to join us in person to celebrate all those amazing women out there. Gertrude Bell was a very admirable female adventurer and writer who accomplished so much in the Middle East, even though she was expected just to stay home like all other women of that period as a traditional wife and mother. Gertrude lived from 1868 to 1926 and played a major role in establishing and helping administer the modern state of Iraq, using her good relationship with tribal leaders and her unique travel perspective. She explored, mapped, and became highly influential to British policymaking due to her knowledge and contacts, which were built up through extensive travels to Syria, Palestine, Mesopotamia, Asia Minor, and Arabia. There's no sign-up required for this program, just come in person, and we hope to see you there. Our virtual Mass Library Collaborative's online 50-plus job seekers group continues in April. On Wednesdays 4-5 at 9:30 and 4-12 at 6 p.m., the online topic presented will be Create a LinkedIn Profile. Also on Wednesdays 4:19 at 9:30 and 4:26 at 6 p.m., the group will discuss LinkedIn and personal branding. For all the details about how to register in advance to receive the link to participate, please go to each date at our website. And for questions, email me, jhlady@ocln.org. The facilitator for this excellent job search program is Deborah Hope, who is an experienced executive coach, and it comes to us via the Tewksbury Public Library, who's made it available to mass libraries. Our ongoing program called the Library Knitting Group will meet in the lower level conference room on Thursday 4-6 at 7, and then again on Saturday 4:15 at 10 a.m. Come join other crafty people to knit or crochet, where you may also get tips and tricks from others, and maybe you will even make some new friends. No advance sign-up is required, so you can just drop in. But if you would like to start receiving email reminders, send a message to me, jhlady@ocln.org, and I will make sure you get on the organizers list. And the ongoing MPL Walk-in Club will meet this month, Thursdays 4:13 and 4:27, gathering at 12 noon in the parking lot. Join others for exercise and conversation, but please sign up at our website in advance to participate. Then next, the Milton Grows Initiative continues this month with 2 enjoyable events. The first is called Backyard Chickens 101. This informative talk will teach you about how to start your own chicken coop, as you will learn the basics, adventures, town guidelines, joys, and pitfalls of raising chickens in your yard. Something I did as a kid, actually. The speaker will be chicken owner Debbie Alsabai, and it will be held on Saturday 4/8 at 11 a.m. in person in the Keys Community Room. Then there will be a second outside program called A Tour of Brookwood Community Farm, and this is scheduled for Saturday 4/29 at 10 a.m. The farm is committed to serving local communities through an agricultural program, education, volunteer, and employment opportunities. It works to ensure that all individuals have access to healthy, fresh, and affordable foods through the development of new markets in underserved communities and through relationships with local hunger relief organizations. These 2 activities are part of a year-long MPL initiative for all ages focused on gardening and sustainability. They are funded by the Federal Library Services and Technology Act, administered by the MBLC, and supported by our partners Sustainable Milton and the Friends of the Milton Public Library. Registration in advance is required to attend, so please go to our website to register. Also in April, there will be a creative art workshop for adults ages 14 and up, held on Tuesday 4/11 with me from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in the Keys Community Room, called In-Person Origami Workshop, Make 2 Colorful Kusudama Flowers with Pop-Up Art School. No experience is required, and all materials will be provided without charge. Origami Kusudama flowers are made of 5 individual folded units that are glued together, and during the class, you'll make 1 to 2 completed flowers. You will also see examples of how to embellish them at this workshop, and we hope you will join us. Advanced registration is required at our website to attend, and space is limited. The next spring offering will be on Tuesday 4/18 at 7 p.m. called in-person nature talk about birds, the magic of migration, and the hazards of the journey, with bird expert Ray Brown of the Talkin' Birds radio show. Talkin' Birds is a live and interactive radio show about wild birds and the beauty of nature, attracting birds to your backyard, feeding them, and learning more about them. They feature expert guests, news stories and updates from the world of birds and conservation, and have contests for prizes like bird feeders and more. They have broadcast more than 850 shows over the course of the last 15 years. Ray Brown, my host, is a broadcast veteran with more than 30 years of experience in commercial and public radio and television, and after working in Rhode Island and on Cape Cod, he's been broadcasting on Boston's classical station WCRB 99.5 FM for 15 years. Beginning in February 2015, he began appearing as a regular guest on NPR's Weekend Edition Saturday with Scott Simon. The topic, birds. This informative presentation will include some wonderful photos and no registration is required to attend. Just please come and bring your friends and family, as this program is appropriate for all ages and will be really fun. Next, we encourage you to bring your appetite for good cooking to the Keys Community Room on Tuesday, 4/25 at 6:30 p.m. to meet Chef Dave of Therapy Gardens, who will teach us how to make hearty chili and stews. Nothing says comfort food like homemade chili and beef stew. Lose the canned Timor and come learn how to make a variety of chilies and stews from ground beef, pork, venison, chicken, and more. Recipes, small samples, and product recommendations will be provided for the audience. We will also review vegetarian and meatless options. And this is going to be part of my series of Chef Dave's cooking shows, which is going to be going through this summer, once a month. Please sign up in advance for this in-person program at our website as space is limited. Come and enjoy a delicious program at the MPL, and we wish you in advance bon appetit. And finally, there will be the third concert in my spring music series, which is scheduled for Saturday, 4/29, starting at 2 p.m. The performers for this event are a duo called Just the Two of Us, which includes Jim Porcella, known as Boston's own jazz vocalist, who will be joined by his daughter, Renee Legendre. Mr. Porcella grew up in Medford, started playing the drums at age 14, attended the Berklee College of Music. He began a jazz career when he started performing around New England and has recorded 7 critically acclaimed CDs since then. He has sung in jazz and cabaret settings in the Northeast, London, San Francisco, the Virgin Islands, and Vancouver. He has been the featured vocalist at Boston's Ritz-Carlton and the prestigious Bay Tower Room. He has also been the featured vocalist with the Artie Shaw Orchestra and also the leader of the swing band Bombay Jim and the Swinging Sapphires. The concert will feature a wide variety of music, including songs originally recorded by Louis Primo, Rosemary Clooney, Frank Sinatra, Natalie Cole, and Michael Bublé, among others. He's very talented. You'll really enjoy this. For more information about this duo, please go to our website and click on the date from the main page. No registration is required to attend. Just come and bring your family for some great music with me at the end of April. All of these programs are kindly sponsored by the Friends of the Milton Public Library and are free and open to everyone. For questions, email me, Jean, or call the reference department at 617-898-4964. I hope you will come visit us at the library this month to enjoy an event, and thanks for listening.
During the month of April, the Milton Public Library will be opening our doors to a species we don't usually see here. Chickens. That's right, folks. As part of our year-long Milton Grows initiative dedicated to gardening and sustainability, we are offering 2 different opportunities for our library patrons to learn more about our fowl friends. For adults thinking about starting your own chicken coop, come learn the basics, adventures, town guidelines, joys, and pitfalls of raising chickens in your yard by local chicken owner and kids cooking instructor Debbie Alsabai on Saturday, April 8th from 11 o'clock to 12:30. Registration is required. For all ages, the children's room is getting chicken eggs. Starting on April 19th for 6 weeks, the Story Hour room will be the new home to our baby chicks as they wait to hatch in their incubator. Come by any time that we are open to observe the hatching process and be the first to say hello to our little chick friends when they finally break through their shells. We can't wait to see you at the Milton Public Library during April. It's going to be excellent.
Hi everyone, Miss Tori here. So I don't know about you, but I am just so excited for spring. I can't wait for the sunshine, the flowers, the baby animals, and one of my favorite holidays. Do you know what that is? Earth Day. And guess what? We're celebrating. Earth Day lies on April 22nd this year. And on that day, come to the library and join the New England Botanic Garden to learn all about kokedama, a Japanese planting style. You'll even get the chance to create your own miniature kokedama moss ball display. Then, we also have a very special take and make craft for our 6 to 11 age group. Drum roll, please. Tree planting! This year, the Children's Room has decided to participate in the 14th annual Neighborhood Forest Free Tree Program, whose aim is to provide free trees to kids every spring. Trees will be delivered to the Children's Room, and then we will arrange to get the trees in your hands for you to plant. Super cool, right? Well, I am so excited to celebrate Earth Day with you this spring. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Jean again, and I'm here to tell you about a new exhibit which was installed for the month of April in our Wotus Gallery. From April 1st through the 30th, we will host the work of a very talented photographer in the first floor gallery named Ferris Alti. In this exhibit, which is called Landscape Photography by Ferris Alti, you will enjoy many beautiful nature scenes, including seascapes. Ferris, who lives in Quincy, has always had a love of the outdoors since he was a child, as his father would take him on camping trips to mountains and forests that he thought only existed in fairy tales. This is what he says about his work. It all started outside. The sense of adventure I felt from these childhood trips never left me. With age comes more responsibility, but I somehow always managed to set aside some time to visit with Mother Nature and check up on her. Taking pictures of my adventures with my phone didn't really do these amazing places justice, so I invested in some camera gear and would take it with me on my backpacking trips and road trips. As it does with most others, photography consumes you. It becomes more than just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. My cameras are a part of my life, and I never travel without them. I feel extremely fortunate to have experienced these amazing places and see them firsthand. My goal with photography is to pass on that same experience to you so that you can feel the same magic I felt in that moment. There will be a free and open reception held on Thursday, April 6th from 6 to 8 p.m. in the Wotus Gallery to celebrate this exhibit. So please come and view these wonderful photographs this month, and you will be able to meet the artist in person too at the reception. For more information about applying to display your artwork at the MPL, please email me, Jean Hulady, at jhlady@ocln.org, or call the reference department at 617-898-4964. Thanks for listening, and I hope you might consider checking out some art this month at the library.
Hello, I'm Regan Mulcahy, Technology Librarian with a Tech Tip of the Month. As we start the spring season, I want to share with you one of the library's online guides called Milton Grows Resources, which is about gardening, sustainability, and the new seed library as part of the Milton Grows initiative at the library. This collection includes suggested books, past program slides, digital book and magazine collections, reading lists from relevant organizations, and a link to a local gardening blog, and resources to help you use our seed library. You can access this online guide at www.miltonlibrary.libguides.com/miltongrows or through the Milton Grows webpage on the Milton Public Library website. We hope this resource guide will provide inspiration and instruction for those interested in gardening and connecting with the offerings and community of the Milton Grows initiative. See you next time for another Tech Tip.
Hi, it's Jean here one more time to tell you about a second exhibit happening here at the library starting March 9th and running through April and May. We are happy to announce a newly installed photography show featuring images by Milton photographer John Galuli. The exhibit will be shown on the lower level outside and inside the Keys Community Room, and this 3-month show will run through May 31st. The photos display features 24 large black and white metal prints from a 7-day personal project following the Milton Wildcats football team as they prepared for and played in the state championship game at Gillette Stadium this past December. Additional work by John Galuli can be seen at this address, https://www instagram.com/john.galuli/ and he can be contacted directly at peiphoto@gmail.com. Also, there will be an open art reception held in the Keys Community Room Thursday, April 13th between 6:30 and 8:30 p.m., which will celebrate this exhibit. At the event, John will show additional images and more programming is being planned for the opening night. Further details will soon be available about the reception, which you may view shortly at our website, which is www.miltonlibrary.org. Just go under the date of March 9th to find the details about the exhibit. Once there, just click on the events from the main page. And for questions, please contact me, Jean Hulati, Head of Adult Services Reference, by emailing jhlady@ocln.org or by calling me at the Reference Department, 617-898-4964. This exhibit and reception are free and open to all. Thanks, and we welcome you all to come visit us to view the work of Mr. Galuli in April.
Hi, I'm Sally. Welcome back to another one of my monthly book talks. I have some great fiction stories here. My first one is Stone Cold Fox by Rachel Kohler Croft. This is a suspense, a thriller. It's the story of a con artist and her mother. Bee has been raised by this woman who is always out for her next con. She marries wealthy man after wealthy man. And now Bee is growing up and wants stability in her life. And how is she going to find the stability? She decides, she focuses on the most eligible bachelor in the country, Colin Chase. And she does everything she can to make him fall in love with her. The only obstacle is his best friend, Gail, and Gail is in love with him too, and it becomes a game of cat and mouse. This is enjoyable. It's a lot of fun to read. This is Stone Cold Fox. My next book is The Mitford Affair, and this is historical fiction. This is by Marie Benedict, and this is based on the Mitford sisters from England. They were, high society and aristocratic family, and they lost their money before World War II. And it tells the story of how they become entwined with the people and the events of World War II. And it's an interesting read. You'll enjoy it. It talks mainly about the 3 oldest Mitford sisters. This is a good story if you like historical fiction. The Mitford Affair. This is Stories from The Tenants Downstairs by Sadiq Fofana. This is short stories, and they're all interrelated. They have to do with one another. They kind of build on each other, gives you a history of them. It's an apartment building, the Banneker House in Harlem. They're fighting their evictions and gentrification, and the story of the families, how they got there, what's happening in their lives. It really brought to life a lot of issues that people have, and it's fiction, short stories. This is a really good read. This is The Rabbit House by Tess Gunty, and it's a National Book Award winner. It tells a story about a small town in Indiana. It's this fiction. The automotive industry leaves, desolates the town. They have, it's totally been abandoned. And it tells a story of, mainly focuses on one girl, Blandine. She grew up in foster care, and now she's trying to find herself. It's a story about loneliness and just trying to find who you are, trying to find the freedom to escape. And the Rabbit Hutch is actually where she lives. It's an apartment building in the outskirts of town, run down, where she lives with her friends and it tells about that community and how they're struggling to survive. This is The Rabbit Hutch by Tess Gunty. And my last book is NSFW by Isabel Kaplan. This is our Celebrity Book Club read for May 4th. Mark it on your calendars. At 7 p.m., it's be Sarah and I. It's a lot of fun. We have a big group. It's just a hoot to come to. Everyone has different opinions. So this is NSFW by Isabel Kaplan, recommended by Jamie Lee Curtis. And this is about a girl that gets a dream job, and she thinks, and a TV network thinks that she's going to have the time of her life. And then it talks about, sexual harassment and stuff like that. I honestly have not read this book yet. I'm waiting till closer to the date, but I will have read it by then. Anyway, these are all my choices for this month. They're all great reads. You know how to reach me. I'm at the front desk. If you want to put anything on hold, come in and visit me. I love to see you. Thank you for welcoming into your houses again this month. It's good seeing you. Bye-bye.